Hello, dear friends. Welcome to Slow English Speaking Practice with Perfect English Podcast. My name is Lisa. I am very happy that you are here with me today. This podcast is created for slow speaking practice for people who want to improve their English step by step, day by day. Many learners around the world want to speak English more confidently, but sometimes they feel nervous, they feel shy, or they feel like their words do not come out smoothly. That is normal, and it happens to almost everyone. The good news is, with slow, clear, and regular practice, you can improve. You can train your mouth, your tongue, and your mind to work together. You can build stronger English sentences, and little by little, you will feel more confident every time you speak. The goal of this podcast is very simple. We will practice speaking English together in a slow and clear way. I will use easy words, common phrases, and daily sentences so that you can understand me completely. I will also repeat the sentences and give you time to repeat after me. This is very important because when you listen and then speak out loud, you are training yourself in the same way athletes train their bodies. English is like exercise. The more you practice, the stronger you become. Do not worry if you make mistakes. Mistakes are not a problem. They are a natural part of learning. Every mistake is a step toward improvement. In each episode, I will guide you through small but useful conversations. We will practice greetings, daily expressions, and simple dialogues that you can use in real life, such as talking with friends, shopping, eating at a restaurant, or asking for help. I will also share some longer sentences for advanced practice so you can challenge yourself and grow step by step. All of this will be done slowly so you can listen carefully, understand fully, and speak with confidence. Remember, my friends, small daily practice makes a big difference. Even 5 to 10 minutes every day can help you improve more than studying once a week for many hours. The secret is consistency. If you listen daily, repeat daily, and practice daily, your English will become stronger, clearer, and more natural. So, stay with me, relax, and let's enjoy this journey together. Now, my friends, let us begin our warm-up practice. Just like in sports or exercise, before we start the main activity, it is good to warm up our body and our mind. In English speaking practice, our warm-up is simple sentences that we can use every day. These sentences are short, clear, and very common, which means you can use them at home, at school, at work, or even when you meet someone new. When you repeat them slowly and clearly, you train your mouth and your brain to work together. This is not only practice for today, but it is also preparation for the bigger conversations we will have later. So please, listen carefully, and after I say each sentence, repeat it aloud with confidence. Do not be shy. Even if you are alone, speak loudly and clearly, because your voice is your tool for learning. Let's start with a very simple and friendly greeting. I will say it slowly. Good morning. How are you today? Take a moment, breathe, and now repeat after me. Good morning. How are you today? Excellent. This is a phrase you can use every day when you see a friend, a family member, or a colleague. When you say this sentence slowly, you can hear every word. With practice, it will feel natural. Now let's try another sentence. Listen carefully. I am feeling good. Simple, clear, and positive. Now repeat after me. I am feeling good. Very nice. This is an answer you can give when someone asks you about your day or your feelings. It is short, but it shows confidence and positivity. Let's practice one more sentence for today's warm-up. Listen to me. Let's start our day with a smile. Now, repeat. Let's start our day with a smile. Beautiful. Smiling while you practice also helps your voice sound more friendly and natural. So, my friends, in this warm-up, we practiced 3 short but powerful sentences. These sentences are not just practice. They are real English that you can use in your daily life. The more you repeat them, the easier they will become, and soon you will be able to say them without even thinking. Remember, warm-up is not only about speaking. It is about building confidence, relaxing your mind, and preparing yourself for more practice. You are doing very well, and now we are ready to move into our main speaking practice together. Now, my friends, let us move into our main practice for today. In this part of the lesson, we will focus on a real-life conversation that you may use when you go out. Today's situation is simple, useful, and very common. We are going to practice ordering food and drinks in a coffee shop. This is a situation almost everyone experiences, whether you are in your hometown or traveling to another country. Practicing this type of dialogue will not only help you order confidently, but it will also give you practice with polite phrases and clear speaking. Imagine you walk into a small coffee shop. You want to order a drink, maybe a cup of coffee. The person who works at the counter is called the barista. You smile, you walk up to the counter, and you begin the conversation. Let's practice the first line. You say, "Hello. Can I have a cup of coffee, please?" I will say it again, slowly. "Hello. Can I have a cup of coffee, please?" Now it is your turn. Repeat after me. "Hello. Can I have a cup of coffee, please?" Wonderful. This sentence is polite, clear, and friendly. Notice that we use the word please at the end. This small word makes the sentence sound polite, and people will respond kindly when you use it. Now, the barista answers. They might say, "Sure. Do you want sugar or milk?" Listen carefully again. "Sure. Do you want sugar or milk?" Now, repeat after me. "Sure. Do you want sugar or milk?" Great. This is a very common question. When you order coffee, the server may ask if you want sugar, milk, or maybe cream. It is useful to practice this sentence so you can understand quickly when it is said to you. Let's continue. You answer, "Yes, please. A little sugar." Say it with me. "Yes, please." A little sugar. Again, slowly. "Yes, please." A little sugar. Excellent. Notice the word little. It makes the request gentle and polite. Instead of just saying sugar, we say a little sugar. That sounds softer and more natural. Now let's put the sentences together. First, you ask, "Hello. Can I have a cup of coffee, please?" Then the barista says, "Sure. Do you want sugar or milk?" And you answer, "Yes, please. A little sugar." Let's practice the whole conversation together. I will play both roles first, then I will leave space for you to practice each role on your own. Me as you. "Hello. Can I have a cup of coffee, please?" Me as the barista. "Sure. Do you want sugar or milk?" Me as you. "Yes, please. A little sugar." Now let's switch. This time you play the role of the customer and I will be the barista. Ready? I will ask, "Sure. Do you want sugar or milk?" And you answer, "Yes, please. A little sugar." Good. Now let's try the opposite. You be the barista. I will say, "Hello. Can I have a cup of coffee, please?" And you reply, "Sure. Do you want sugar or milk?" Excellent. Practicing both roles helps you improve not only your speaking but also your listening and understanding. You see, my friends, Conversations like this may look very simple, but they are the building blocks of real English communication. When you go to a coffee shop, a restaurant, or even a fast food place, you will need these polite sentences. Practicing them slowly, repeating them many times, and playing both roles helps you remember the words and use them naturally. Do not rush. It is not important to speak fast. It is important to speak clearly, politely, and with confidence. So, today we practiced a short but useful dialogue, asking for coffee, answering politely, and responding to a question. If you repeat this conversation many times, it will become natural to you. Next time you are in a real coffee shop, your mind and your tongue will remember what to say, and you will feel proud that you can communicate in English. That is the power of slow and daily practice. Now, my friends, let us move to the high-level daily speaking practice. In this part of our lesson, we will focus on slightly longer and more complex sentences. These sentences are still common and useful in everyday life, but they are a little more advanced than the short sentences we practiced in the warm-up. By practicing these, you will improve not only your speaking but also your understanding of how English sentences are built. The key is to speak slowly, clearly, and confidently. Take your time with each word, and do not worry if you cannot say it perfectly at first. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Let's begin with the first sentence. Listen carefully. I enjoy learning English every day because it helps me feel more confident. Now repeat it after me slowly. I enjoy learning English every day because it helps me feel more confident. Again, I enjoy learning English every day because it helps me feel more confident. This sentence is useful because it talks about something positive, learning English, and explains why it is helpful. When you speak this sentence, notice the words, because it helps me feel more confident. This part of the sentence gives a reason. Using sentences with reasons makes your English sound natural and complete. It is very common in conversations, interviews, and daily life. Let's try another sentence. Listen carefully. When I practice slowly and carefully, my English becomes stronger step by step. Repeat after me. When I practice slowly and carefully, my English becomes stronger step by step. Again, when I practice slowly and carefully, my English becomes stronger step by step. This sentence is very important because it explains the process of learning. Notice the words slowly and carefully. They remind us that learning takes time. Speaking slowly is not a problem. It is a way to practice well. The phrase step by step is also very useful. You can use it to talk about progress in any area of life, not just English. Now let's combine these sentences and practice a short paragraph. Listen. I enjoy learning English every day because it helps me feel more confident. When I practice slowly and carefully, my English becomes stronger step by step. I know that mistakes are normal, and each mistake helps me learn. Speaking English slowly, repeating words, and listening carefully are the keys to improving. Repeat after me slowly, sentence by sentence. First, I enjoy learning English every day because it helps me feel more confident. Next, when I practice slowly and carefully, my English becomes stronger step by step. Then, I know that mistakes are normal, and each mistake helps me learn. And finally, speaking English slowly, repeating words, and listening carefully are the keys to improving. By practicing longer sentences like these, you train your brain to form more complete thoughts in English. You also learn how to connect ideas using words like because, when, and but. These small words make your sentences stronger and more natural. Remember, my friends, it is better to speak slowly and clearly than to rush and make mistakes. Repetition is your friend. Speak these sentences out loud every day, and soon you will notice that you can say them naturally without thinking too much. This is how advanced English speaking develops, one step at a time, every day. Now, my friends, we have come to the end of today's lesson. Thank you very much for spending this time with me, for listening carefully, and for practicing slowly and clearly. I am very proud of you because every time you listen and speak, you are improving your English step by step. Remember, learning a language is like planting a small seed. With water, sunlight, and daily care, the seed grows into a strong, healthy plant. Similarly, with small, consistent practice every day, your English grows stronger and more natural. You are not alone in this journey. I am here with you, guiding you, and every day you take a small step forward, you are building confidence and skill. Before we end, I want to remind you of something very important. Consistency is the key to success. Even if you spend just 5 or 10 minutes every day practicing English, this is much better than practicing only once a week for a long time. Daily practice trains your brain, your ears, and your mouth to work together. Listening slowly, repeating sentences aloud, and speaking with intention are all small exercises that make a big difference over time. Do not worry about mistakes. Mistakes are not failures, they are opportunities to learn. Every mistake helps you understand English better and makes your future practice easier and stronger. The more you practice, the more natural your English will become. I also want to encourage you to use the sentences and conversations from today in your own life. You can practice greeting people, ordering food, or expressing your feelings using the phrases we learned. Try to speak slowly and clearly, just as we practiced. Remember to smile while speaking. A smile not only makes you sound friendly, but it also helps your voice sound more natural. When you connect what you learn here with real-life situations, your English becomes practical, useful, and alive. Finally, my friends, thank you again for being part of this practice today. I hope you feel proud of what you accomplished. Keep listening, keep repeating, and keep speaking every day. I am very happy to practice with you, and I look forward to welcoming you back in the next episode of Slow English Speaking Practice. Together, day by day, we will continue to grow, improve, and gain confidence. Goodbye for now, and remember, small steps every day lead to big progress. Keep practicing, and I will see you very soon.